Okay, this is an introduction to the very first set of experiments with artificial voices that I did. From this, a whole series of other experiments grew, but the principle on each occasion was more or less the same. So you had a retro-style telephone which would be put in a sort of striking area somewhere, catch people's attention. There were several different telephones. This is just one of several. And then, unbeknown to the user, there would be some computing equipment which basically processed the artificial voice and fed it back to the telephone receiver so they could interact with it. So, for example, with this particular telephone, there are the numbered keypads. There is a function button on the top which they can press and then make a recording, whereas in some cases with the other telephones there would be more or less features that you could do. For example, some of them had voice recognition, so they recognized your voice and then would play it back for you in a sort of fairly ghostly way. But essentially the principle was quite simple. That the user would happen upon the phone, it would perhaps ring, or they would trigger a ring from it when they walk past it, and they pick it up. They may say hello, normally people did, and then we would be able to monitor the interaction that they had with the artificial voice, and we could look at how successful our different permutations of pauses and speech tempi variations had been. So in this particular case, it would start with a ring, and then the user would pick the phone up, and then it would speak to
Hi,
them.
it's Colleen. I'm from home. Thanks for calling. This is home. Your home. I want you to feel that you can call home at any time, and in that moment, we will connect you right back here from wherever you are. I will try and keep you up to date with how things are and how life is, and we have teamed with Homeware, your very own department store. Simply by following the instructions on your telephone keypad, we can explore home together or go to Homeware and hear about all their exciting new offers. They have got some great deals on right now, just for you. After all, it's your home store. Just press button 2 now and I will bring you home.
Okay, so it said, but it made a mess of it actually. Press button 2. Quite often makes errors, and that's quite an interesting feature of it in any case. Well, I forgot to actually switch the MIDI control on. So now if I switch the MIDI control on, with any luck when I press button.
This is your home. Whatever happens, it is your home. I promise. I tried to imagine what you might want to hear. I think I ended up making it mine instead. That explains the lighting. I meant to think more carefully, but I wanted each light to be different. A different color, a different mood. That way you could choose which lights to
Okay,
use.
so I'm just dipping down the sound at the moment while I explain what's going on. So the idea was this was a kind of call center for a department store, and you would encounter a number of different voices, and they would send you off by asking you to press different buttons or to make a recording or to react to the things around you. So there was a kind of theatricality to the experience that you were having with the voice, as well as a kind of scientific experimental component, in so much as we were able to monitor and to modify the algorithms for the speech production to see if we could get people to stay on the line longer and interact with it with more enthusiasm.
Press 5 to follow the man in the gray suit. Press 7 to go another way.
So they're telling you to press different buttons to go.
Something's not right. Press 1 to go into the kitchen and look. Press 2 to climb the stairs. Press 3 to look at the garden for a long time. Press 4 to not look up.
Okay, so giving you 4 options there, 1, 2, 3 and 4. In fact, it doesn't make any difference really, because it's all random. The text is being selected fairly randomly from a set of short scripts prepared by a colleague of mine.
Let me know when you have here by pressing 5, thanks.
So again, asking to press 5.
I wonder what it must have been like to have your very first phone, to sit uneasily in the drawing room while men pulled away at the hall, laying the wires.
So a try.
To wonder where dreams go, press 4. To chase nightmares, press 6.
So you've got these different voices. Again, it's selecting the voices randomly. It's got a range of 4 different voices. It depends on the number of voices you've got installed on your machine. So it asked us, I think, to press 6.
I do not know this place. I do not think I have been here. I do not know if I remember where we are. Sorry, I thought it would be okay to go this way. I think you should press 0, please. I will be with you.
Okay, press 0.
Please press the clear button on the top of the phone and tell me something. Please, thank you. Then, after you have left a message, please either press another button or call me again sometime.
Okay, so at this point it was asking you to leave a message. So you could press this and then you could say, thank you very much, I'd like to leave a message please. And you could go on at some length if you wanted to, telling a little story, and then carry on with your journey.
You're outside. Press 1 to go left. Press 2 to go right. Press 5 to walk across the park.
So we'll walk across
I
the
wonder
park.
what it must have been like to have your very first phone, to sit uneasily in the drawing room while men pulled away at the hall, laying the wires.
Okay, and so you could continue that journey for just however long you wanted to, and we could get quite a lot of interesting information, and you could have something of a sort of, well, disconnected experience with this particular set of voices.
Goodbye.